Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays City Skylines. It's going pretty well, thanks for asking. I was thinking that if we're gonna have like an area over here, we should probably do the smart thing and put like a landfill in here. And this might be a little too far away to actually effectively service that area. We're gonna need one over here anyway though, so we'll try it like that. Nobody's gonna care if the landfill's next to the airport. I think we're gonna be filling in this area, so we'll see if this handles it. I'm not totally convinced that it will. We can always build like another landfill nearby though. For right now, I'm just hoping that we actually get like any residential built over here so that these offices don't complain about not having any workers. I don't know what I was trying to do with the camera there. Like a really kind of arty Steven Soderbergh shot or something like that. Alright, how's the rest of our city doing? Occasionally we've got some buildings being abandoned. That's relatively par for the course, you know, normal-ish. Birdsong Heights, a couple of dead bodies. Not super abnormal. A little bit of negative health, some dead bodies over here. That's largely traffic related, I think. And a few buildings on fire over here. Not so many dead bodies over here, though. That's pretty good. One building suffering from garbage, a little bit of ill health. Relatively speaking, that's pretty good. Alright, so we got the Primrose District up here, but nobody's moving in. Which pisses me off, because there's a lot of great jobs in this district, and great services as well, but people don't want to live here, apparently. Maybe we throw down, like, some kind of plaza there? I mean, it was expensive, but we did it. Those offices are really unhappy. What if we put a playground here? I don't really care that we're taking up a lot of space for it, because, like, what does it matter, really, if we're taking up a lot of space if nobody's choosing to live here anyway? Oh, yeah, you probably need to be piped up. That's fair. I guess we're shooting for 60,000 now. Do you have power? Really? You don't need power, I guess, because you generate your own power. Fair enough. Oh, that was an airplane coming in. Those were not like, oh my god, be careful! Those were not blackouts and brownouts. Those were airplanes. Alright, I get it. It's the fastest deplaning I've ever seen in my life. Although, technically, I guess within the scale of the game, it's actually like, you know, half a day or something like that. I believe that one day they will fill in the space as we get more and more people living here. I'm sorry, as we get more and more jobs, more and more people will choose to live here. It must come true. That's a nice looking road right there. Perfectly straight. Nothing wrong with that. I'm thinking we deck this all out with, like, offices, man. There's a huge demand for it. And I've never been burned, at least not yet, by putting down too many offices. It's just never happened. So I'm thinking we continue to put these on the outside edge here. They apparently are supported by, like, commuters for now, which is fine by me. But then we'll get ready to, like, low-density res it out here in case people are interested. And then we'll do the same thing we did in our other district, and we'll just change it to high-density residential, like, as people move in and demand for residential goes up. I'm kind of surprised there's not more demand for residential. The town just keeps getting better and better. I'm putting, like, infinite money into it. We should probably, if we're gonna zone that, we should probably draw the pipe there, huh? Yeah. I don't know why our residential desire is at 0 right now. I guess maybe we haven't filled up our existing desire over here. Any new buildings? New buildings. Does not... oh, there's one. Grand Mall. People always like to shop at tourists even more so. Why have a mall? Or why not have a mall? So you always have even more of them coming in. Sure, we already got one mall. Why don't we throw in another mall? How expensive is it? 85,000? It's a fucking 1 month's income. No big deal. I'll throw that on the other side of this road right here. People will be thrilled to be a part of it. Not going to cause noise pollution in this area. Hopefully we'll drive a little bit of residential demand. And beyond that, why don't we even take the next step here, and we'll even throw down a metro station over here. Right next to it. I love the metro stations, man. I want this to be the city that I never grew up in, you know? And now that we've got that, can we just, like, drag this out, add a stop, and then that should be good, I think? Also, how do you not have power? You have power, okay. I'm thinking, first off, yeah, that's going to really drive up land value, but also, you know, maybe some residences might choose to live in the area. That would be nice. And let's zone, you know, low-density commercial, like, around the mall. You always see like coffee shops and stuff like that around malls. You know, a Home Depot or something like that. There's demand for commercial, so I'm gonna zone it up, and then we can always bait and switch them a little bit later. Yeah, they're gonna have water. This district's got everything it needs, except people right now. But we're still growing at a pretty decent clip. Like, we're almost at the 60,000, 65,000, and then we get to build monuments, which I'm pretty excited about that. Maybe we should actually save a little bit more money. If we have no residential demand, maybe we should actually just take this opportunity to, for real, raise taxes like 1%. There's huge demand for commercial, so I think we can raise the taxes there to whatever we want. We'll lower heavy industry just a little bit. Just because, literally, like, industry seemed totally happy to pay 12%, but it doesn't seem fair, does it, to make industry pay 12 when everyone else is paying 11. I guess they do cause pollution and stuff like that, but they also bring jobs into the city, so, you know, I don't want to bite the hand that feeds there. I can't believe this district is not having, like, any people move in. It is far away from stuff, but that'll change, man. Oh, what's going on here? Facility empty. That's lovely. It's a cemetery. That should hopefully put twice as many hearses on the road, thereby leading to less dead bodies. Low land value. Did I really not D-zone around the roundabout? Poor form, Northernlion, poor form. Now I gotta kick these poor people out of their homes just to ensure good traffic flow. It's not just because they complained, but I will admit I wouldn't have noticed it if they hadn't complained. That's up to them, though. So that's an airplane landing? Yeah, okay, that's not power. I can't believe that for so long I thought that was some kind of, like, power problem. Oh, yeah, you guys should probably not be zoned in the middle of the roundabout either, huh? That should take care of it. Might have just taken out one more house here. Ah, it's all good. Oh, building's burned down. I knew it! As soon as I know what's in Lynch Hills or the Fishhook, I'm like, alright, what building burned down this time? Our fire department is not holding it down. Both of these landfills are being emptied, huh? That's a really bad sign. Oh! What's up with the power? Did I bulldoze a building that's, like, actually causes power to go from one area to the other? Or are our grids messed up? I bet our grids are a little messed up here. Or maybe this seems weird. How do you not have power? The incinerator plant come offline or something? Seems like a weird bit of timing, doesn't it? It's only this part of the city. Oh no, it's this part of the city as well. What's up with that? And this part is. It's like the ones that are on the outskirts of the grids. I think my grids are probably set up inefficiently. We'll just buff it up with, like, you know, one more of these in, like, pretty much every area where you can put one more of these. It's not really that expensive for us, so I'm hoping that that sorts it out. If not, we might get into some more, like, intense level problem solving, and that scares the shit out of me. Now, we still got some brownouts up here. Just inefficient gridding. Does that handle it? I pretty much put the power, like, right next to them. Still some small problems. Man, this is actually going to be a little bit more cost prohibitive than I originally expected. I must have disconnected a power line that had, like, all of our grids connected in series or something like that. Again, I think, like, one extra one here should... Oh, you know what the problem is? I know exactly what we can do to fix this. I probably didn't need to spend like $200,000 building those things. Like, one power line there will connect these grids together at least, which makes it a little easier. Yeah, I think that would have been better. But now we know for the future. And we're still making like $32,000 a week, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. Still, no houses have chosen to live in our awesome area here. It's a little surprising to me, I'll be happy to admit. How are we going to solve that? That's a very good question. I don't really have any ideas, to be honest with you, except just kind of waiting. I mean, there's so many jobs over... Yeah, I agree. I'm not surprised that you can't find enough workers, but there's so many jobs over here, I kind of expected that it would work itself out relatively easily. Does not appear to be the case so far. Tell you what, there's a lot of commercial demand still. Let's build this out again. We're kicking some buildings out in the process. It's okay. It happens. And we'll just spec out like some more commercial stuff here. And I don't really want to zone super intense commercial. Like I want to save some space for offices and some space for retail as well. But like I think that's maybe okay. And then we'll save space for offices and retail. In fact, we should not retail, sorry, offices and residential. I'll actually zone those out so I don't forget, and maybe like through sheer stroke of luck, like the power will be connected, but I don't think so. And we definitely need to repipe these areas too. I agree, man. Not enough workers. That's a surprise. Tell you what, we should also have a bus route that runs from like one metro station, which is here, to like just anywhere over here in the office park, and then kind of comes back. You know, it seems like a stupid line, but it's really just like a direct, it's a shuttle almost. I'm really, really hopeful that we'll get residents in this area, because the job thing is not going to fix itself. Right now, we've only got one place that's suffering from it, but I'm a little frightened. Wonder if we put like some heavy industry, if that might solve our issue a little bit. Like maybe more people, maybe we just have too many educated jobs, and we need to put some less, you know, more primary industry jobs here. Right next to the water, so they can pollute like crazy, of course. But we'll see if these get filled up, and if they do, maybe there will be a greater desire to live in this district. Maybe I've got my demographics all wrong. It's a theoretical possibility. Very easy area to get powered and watered as well. It's not quite going to handle it completely if I ever want to build anything there, but that's okay. Let's throw this down like so. We'll see. I mean, the commercial is building out like crazy. There's so much shopping in this area, but still nobody lives here. But maybe with the, you know, the ice cube factories and the Garments Limited's going up, it could be cool. Got a nice little waterfront in our city here. If you ignore the fact that the water is a little poopy. There's a little poopy water here. I think it's better, though. If we look at like this. Yeah, that's much better. Still like a little bit of water pollution. There's not much we can do about that. By the way, it's an achievement I just noticed earlier for clicking every single one of these. I still don't know what to do with them. But there you go, achievement, well informed. My gamer score is going through the roof, baby. So many tooltips I just passed over. Why don't I understand anything? I wonder. Well, this is not the Applegate district. This is the Applegate district. The Primrose district is functioning just fine right now. Despite not... Oh, those are buildings. I thought those were like... Well, I mean, people live in buildings. But I thought those were residential. Let's district this up. Still. We got a little bit of heavy industry in here. But, still no residential demand. And the industry demand has gone way down now. I can't believe that somehow there's still enough workers in the city to satisfy, like, what is basically just industrial or the office sprawl here. Oh, are we filling this in, or is that still commercial? That's still commercial. Oh, we got a building! A couple of houses going up! I'm amazed. I think we can probably bulldoze these now. And give ourselves even a little bit more residential space. I hope that's the case. I don't really want to zone low-density industrial, but if we have to zone... Or, sorry, low-density residential, but if we have to, we have to. I mean, there's not enough demand to really throw down, like, a high-rise apartment building here. Still got 100 people coming in a week. It's not maybe as much as I'd like, but I can live with it. Man, people are still loving the commercial. I'll tell you what, we'll paint over this direction. If you really want it, I can't stop you. And residential demand's coming back. And I don't think we have anything to worry about, like, tax-wise. Like, our taxes are still set up relatively well. Just bulldozed a genuine building there. What am I trying to do here? I keep painting over this the wrong way. There we go. You know what? Let's just keep it like that. I apologize for my particularly powerful plosive, by the way. You should not be having electrical problems. Are you not hooked up to the grid properly? Well, I'll tell you what. We can still hook this. It's because all my grids are like, well, some of my grids are separated right now. There we go. Now we'll have the grids hooked up in kind of series here. They can share the power a little bit more efficiently. Oh, what are you talking about? Not enough workers. I'm very surprised at this revelation. We do have 2 houses over here. Are you telling me these 2 suburban houses are not large enough to support these enormous commercial, retail, and industrial buildings that surround them? No. I find that surprising. What about unique buildings? Can we build any more? Oh, there's another one. Official park. Much official, very park. People like to visit it. Alright, well, people like to visit it. I'm going to throw that down, like, right? Well, it's got noise pollution. I'll tell you what, I'll throw it down right here. There you go. Again, anything that I can do to get more people to live in this area is fine by me. Still haven't built a harbor, so I don't have, like... I don't have access to as many of these as I probably should. Oh, we're getting houses built. And apparently, jobs have been handled. Or, like, lack of workers has been handled. This is good, as long as we're still getting... Oh, never mind. There's a lack of workers over here still. Not in too many places, though. Let's throw down a bus route that goes from, like, here down to the end, I guess. Comes back. Oh, my God. I've got it going through, like, the whole city here. What have I done? Can't cancel it! Don't get mad at me. That bus line went to nowhere. This is what I meant to do. You're going to come up through, like, the residential area. Stop once or twice a block. Come down the other side. Not once or twice a block. That would be ridiculous. There you go. Hopefully that solves, or at least mitigates, the worker problem. To some extent. We can also zone a little bit more heavy industry along this back wall. It's going to be bad for traffic. But, I mean, that's the least of our worries right now, although it will probably become more of a worry as time goes on. And I'll be like, why did I build it like this? I'm stupid. And then people will say, well, we tried to tell you. Do we have... Fire protection looks alright here. Cemetery looks okay. Police could be better. Throw one down like right here. How's garbage? We do need to build a closer landfill. So probably the way that we're gonna do that is throw one like off this intersection here. Just for convenience's sake. Which way does the wind go? There's like no wind here. That's probably good, so the garbage incineration fumes don't cause many problems. But we'll have to hook this up to our water line. And then let's look at our garbage connections. And that's much better. Alright. Still a bit of a worker problem down here. That's not unexpected, honestly. But we are slowly but surely filling in our residential area. I'm very proud of this city, actually. They got 100K as well within our grasp. Let's take a look at the other parts of the city. How they doing? Walnut Park's doing fine. Looks like it might be our most population-dense region, actually. Birdsong Heights looks hideous. Seems to be having a little bit of a dead body problem. Just a goddamn disaster full of power lines, but and don't even get me started on this intersection. But in a weird way, seems to be handling it just fine. Dead bodies, huh? More buildings burning down. It's all traffic and like the fact that it's industrial in this region. Like, it's still decent up here. Have we not increased our budget to 150%? No, we have. I still think that maybe we're just gonna have to throw down, like, another incinerator or something. Like, maybe one directly right here. Surprising amount of dead bodies not getting, you know, where they need to go. Got like the most crematoriums per capita of any city I've ever seen. It's all traffic related. Like, these issues are because of traffic. What is up with this intersection, man? You got to admit, though, it's getting the job done. I want to see somebody take every path. I've seen this off-ramp. I've seen this off-ramp. Now I want to see all of the actual ramps. Come on. I know somebody's using these ramps. Is this one even connected? It is. Okay. Oh, there's one person took that one, and then we got people coming in on this one. And then this guy's taking the roller coaster. Now I want to see somebody take the roller coaster, but take it into the left lane. I believe in you. Come on, get on the roller. Here comes the roller coaster. One little tiny car. Where'd you go? There you go. It's a scooter, actually. Speed 1. Turn left. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nobody wants to get back in the other lane? It does connect, though, right? Oh, it connects all right. Honestly, I don't really blame you. Oh, man, those garbage trucks turning around is so good. Maybe not the most efficiently designed traffic, I don't even know what you call it, a traffic cloverleaf or something. Nobody takes that path. I had to start making them toll roads in the other directions. Uh-oh, a building has burned down. That's a surprise. Dead bodies? We need another crematorium? We got so much money. You want me to throw down a fucking hospital? I'll throw down a fucking hospital. I don't care. You got a lack of workers in this district anyway. I'm not sure if it's 6 citizens or it's just, you know, dead bodies are not getting where they need to go, and that's... Either one of those is not good. Yeah, this district is starting to fall apart a little bit, I think. Still getting 76 people a week. I'm starting to get to the point where 76 people, I'm like, that's not that, you know, incredible. I'd like to go a little faster. Try to end accounting. Solutions, Inc. Some nice buildings here, yeah. You guys ever try these ones on for yourself? It's like a new city bylaw. You've got to have that weird Uncle Sam on your roof. Oh, I'm hearing land value go up, though. That always makes me happy. More tax. We could easily get to 1 million if we wanted to. Just stop spending money for a little while, but where's the fun in that? You know, I'm trying to expand here. I don't want to wait for my city to be over. I don't want it to stagnate. It's not called Cities Stagnate. It's called Cities Skylines. How are you having a garbage-related issue already? At this point in time, it seems a little rich. Don't even get me started on big. I'm mostly just excited to watch land values go up as we wait for... Oh, I got a little bit of residential demand. I was skeptical it would ever happen, but there it was. It's gone away as quickly as it came, but there you go. I want to see how this roundabout's doing, too. I mean, traffic is straight up backed up all the way out across the bridge. That seems bad. We could make another crossing, and maybe that would mitigate traffic somewhat. Or maybe it would just cause more traffic, but it would look cool. So I'll tell you what, let's do that. Anything that, like, I'm thinking that that's contributing to, you know, dead bodies here. Somehow we still have power? Those things aren't even connected to the grid anymore. That's, like, really bad for our power. I think. I always do that. I never put it, like, where it needs to go. Is it now in there? No, you're still not connected to the power? There, that's well inside of it. Alright, so what was I gonna do? I was gonna bulldoze all of the power lines. in the hopes that this wouldn't ruin my city. And then I was going to build a 6-lane bridge. It would come out like this. What do you mean space already occupied? What is this? We can relocate this. Police station, of course it is. We can relocate this wherever we please. You know, come over here instead. And then it always makes me feel bad when people are happy that a police station shows up in their area. Not that I have a bad experience with the police, but rather, you know, what was going on in that area of the city before the police showed up. So now we got another crossing, and it has created another intersection here. My hope is that it has also created convenient means to kind of circumvent that terrible route in this part of the city. But maybe it'll just end up creating more traffic. I don't know. Thought I had a pop-up show up somewhere. Guess we don't really need to call this the airport district anymore, do we? It's a sad story. It's still just like the slightest ticks of residential demand. It's not even quite filled in yet. I think we're going to get to 60,000 pretty easily. Getting to 65, I'm not saying it's going to be a crunch or anything like that, but it's going to be a little annoying. You know, we need to find a way to manufacture some residential demand. Well, I put down some high-density residential over there, and immediately people jumped on it. Well, one building jumped on it, but still, I'm a little surprised. Maybe there's a lot of, maybe there's a big market for high density over here. It's all piped up, strangely enough. Maybe I should be building more high density and less low density. I don't know. I still don't quite understand, like, the demographics and stuff and how we should plan and expand our city. The district I'm proudest of, without a doubt, is actually Walnut Park. This looks like a downtown part of a city right here. A little bit too much low-density residential, I guess, but it's... If you get in there close, like... This is looking pretty nice, man. If you ignore the garbage problem over there, especially. It's like our own little Manhattan. The Primrose District, it's got its own problems. How are we we actually lost people? Why are we losing people? Like, well, it's going up and down. Industrial waste found in the soil. That seems bad. Let's take a look at our pollution. 16% ground pollution. Could be worse. Probably. It's mostly the garbage dumps. Like, what do you want me to do? We gotta do something with the garbage. Can we start getting rid of landfills? Still more than enough water, too. Can we start getting rid of landfills? Like the same way that crematoriums replace cemeteries. If you want them to. Can you have incinerators replace landfills and just get rid of that ground pollution, but instead turn it into air pollution? Oh, there we crossed 1 million. That's exciting. Surprising amount of dead bodies in here. I wonder if it's ground pollution. I'm gonna try an experiment. Oh, the problem is if something's not emptied, you actually can't destroy it. So it's gonna take us a long time to phase out our to phase this out. Like, for example, can I bulldoze this? Yes. Okay. Let's replace that with 2 incinerators. Right next to the residential area, just for shits and giggles, I guess. Just to keep, like, the same number of hearses on the road, hopefully. And again, because we can't afford it, is the other reason. I can't tell if we're losing or gaining people here. Why are you dying? Is it a health? It's not a health-related issue. It's just a inability to actually get you into where you need to go, huh? And there's a crematorium right next door. If you could have had the sympathy to maybe die next to the crematorium, that would have helped out a great deal. But no, you had to be selfish and die in your home. What a jerk. Little bit of residential demand. That's what I like to see. Tempted to de-zone and rezone some more high-density residential, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it And I don't want to do it necessarily before we get, like, our services within equilibrium over here. I really don't know why I'm struggling so much with, like, with death care here. Oh, that's the end of the video, huh? I threw down another police station just because there was a little bit of crime over there. Nobody likes to see that, you know? Well, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. You should have water, Sabrina. Don't get mad at me.